I'm Angel. If you're one of my amazing subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, I hope that you hit that subscribe button down below and never miss another video. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of VSG surgery. So I have it listed as pros and cons because everybody is always asking me. But honestly, I don't even really see it as pros and cons. I just see it as what to expect. Because something that might be a negative for me might be a positive for somebody else and vice versa. So I just see it as like a what to expect. So I'm going to start with the pros, what to expect. So the first thing is health. How dope is that you get to do it all over again? Like, so I think that's really amazing. And health wise, people who have high cholesterol, sugar, diabetes, all these things are like cured. Like literally, this is like one of the safest, healthiest surgeries to have out there. Weight loss results. The proof is in the pudding, baby. Like the weight literally just melts off you, like especially if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, working out, not even strenuous, like go for a 20-30 minute walk and just eating what you're supposed to be eating. The weight just literally melts off of you. This is a good thing for me, but it could be a bad thing for somebody else. So you get drunk faster, you get high faster. That's a pro for me. I don't drink that much, but I am a marijuana person. It's legal here. And so anytime I take an edible, I can take a half an edible and be high. And edibles normally, kick in 3 to 5 hours. I'm high in like 20 minutes. So not only am I high faster, which I love, I can eat a half of one. So honestly, I've been saving money on my recreational activities. I've been saving hella money. Which is another thing. You save so much money. I save money on recreational activities. I save money on groceries. I can't eat that much. So I don't need to buy that much. So I'm literally, it's like saving money in every single aspect. You get more attention. If you like attention, that's a good thing. If you don't like attention, I guess that's a bad thing, because I don't want to say you look good now, but as far as like society's beauty standards, you look better now. And so naturally you get more attention, not even just sexual attention, but people are nicer to you. It's crazy, but it's true. People are nicer to you. It's easier to find work. Like, it's a thing, and it sucks that it's a thing, but it's a thing. So take advantage of it. It's completely paid for. Well, if you have insurance, I don't know, mine was completely paid for, so that was a plus by me. And when I say completely, I don't mean like all of it. I'm going to make a separate video to tell you the cost and everything I paid. So leading up to the surgery, I have Aetna insurance. They pay, for my doctor visits, and I'd have to pay like a little copay. So I did pay maybe $1,000 or $2,000 leading up to my actual surgery, and then my actual surgery, I think I might have paid $800, and out of like 50,000, something like that. So basically it's paid for, which is the most highest plus there is. So if you don't have Aetna, maybe get Aetna, or see if your insurance will pay for your surgery. You do have to do 6 months of therapy. You have to do 6 months with your nutritionist, but it's worth it, especially if you don't have that money just to blow like that. It's worth it. I can run longer without chest pain. So I'm a big outdoor exerciser, is that a word? Whatever. I'm an outdoor person. I love to be outdoors. So anything jogging and running, like that's my right there. And it used to be so hard when I was heavier, not only just on my body, like my knees would hurt, my feet would hurt, but my chest. I would have this crazy pain in my chest. And now when I run, my legs start to get a little sore once I get past a mile, but I don't have any chest pain. I can exercise hours and not have any chest pain, and it's just the most beautiful feeling, because it took us so long to get here. But I love to work out without my chest hurting. I mean, who wants their chest to hurt? So it helps me gain food self-control. If you have not already seen my video on that, make sure to go check it out. I made a whole separate video, and everything on the list I'm probably going to make a separate video so I can get into detail about it. But it helped me gain self-control. It helped me gain like food self-control. I'm an impulsive person. I feel like I work hard, I deserve stuff, and with this surgery you can't I can't have a slice of pizza just because I feel like I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been helping me gain self-control in the food aspect, which is triggering into my whole life, having self-control in every area of my life. This is another one. This was a plus for me, and people said it was a negative. You gotta take vitamins forever. I'm cool with that. Like, we're supposed to be taking vitamins anyway. So the fact that I have something that's kind of holding me accountable, I love that. And I guess that's like a perspective thing, because some people are like, ooh, you gotta take vitamins for the rest of your life. We need vitamins. I'm glad I gotta take this for the rest of my life. Like, yes, help me live longer. Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to lose weight after a stall. So sometimes I've had a couple stalls. Sometimes I get into these funks and I'm just not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not working out. And before, when I was being bad, you know, I was kind of like eating french fries, and you know, even though I wasn't eating a bunch of stuff, I was still eating stuff that I probably shouldn't be having right at this moment. And so my weight, I gained like maybe a pound, but I kind of just was stuck. Like, I had a weight stall and I just was kind of stuck at that weight for like a month or something like that. But after, I'm like, okay, let me get back on track. Like, even now, I went on vacation. I was 210. I've been 210 for like weeks and weeks. But I'm like, okay, I'm back. You know, just do what you need to do all the way. Don't half-ass it. You came all this way. Just go full throttle with it. And so now I've already lost. I'm 206 and it's been like 3 days. So after a stall, as long as you just like eating what you're supposed to be eating and trying to get some type of physical activity in, it's so easy to just lose weight after your weight loss stall. If you're having trouble, try more liquids. I've been doing more soups. I've been drinking more juice, but like I cold press it. I make it myself. I buy the fruits and I send it through my machine. So just do more liquids, more water, anything, just more shakes, more liquids. My feet shrunk. I'm one of those women. My mama is a size 11. My daddy is a 13. What did y'all think? So I wear a size 10 in shoe and my feet shrunk. I can wear a 9 and a 9.5 now. I still wear a 10. I can't wear 11 anymore. I was pushing an 11. I can't wear it. It's too big now, but I can wear it between a 9 and a 10 now. So I was like, okay, my skin is getting clearer. That's another plus. Your skin is gonna get clearer. Now, you're gonna have a couple breakouts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I did do a video on this also. You're gonna have a few pimples and stuff coming out the woodworks trying you, but your skin as a whole, your complexion is gonna get clearer and more confidence. You know, you just have more confidence, minus, you know, maybe physically looking good to yourself. You know, you feeling healthier. I can do more things now. I can go we took a plane trip. I was able to buckle it without any problems. That's a huge thing for me. I didn't feel squished in the seats. That's another huge thing for me. By the way, airplanes need to start making seats appropriate for plus size people. I know some planes now, the armrest lifts up, which is cool, but you got to buy 2 seats. And I just feel like I get it, but I don't. And it's kind of effed up. But yeah. But anyway, like simple stuff like that. Like when I put something on that I bought like a month ago and now it's a little baggy, I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just feeling hella confident now. So that's definitely some good stuff that come with it. Now, the cons are what to expect on the other side. I'm trying to be quick, y'all. I know I don't want to make this video too long, and I'm going to break each one down in a separate video. But yeah, you can't drink alcohol. You can after 3 months, but it has to be like small parts. And I wasn't a big alcohol person. Some people might be alcoholics or just like your alcohol after a long day of work. You can't do that no more. And I was drinking like fruity stuff, margaritas, daiquiris, you know, a wine. That's my thing. But if you drink hard liquor, that'll probably tear your stomach up more. And so, yeah, you can't eat and drink at the same time. I don't get it. You know why I don't get it? Well, I can have soup and not just broth. I have vegetables in my soup. I have chicken in my soup. Why that's okay? That's liquid and foods. Make it make sense. That's liquid and food. I can have soup and I got it approved, but I can't eat and drink together. So what the hell I'm doing when I'm eating and drinking my soup together? Okay, anyway though, that's the hardest thing, especially if you eat something that's dry or just out of habit, y'all. I eat something, I want to drink it down, you know what I'm saying? Or even I'm at a restaurant, I drink my water, the food come faster than I anticipated. Now I got my alarm and I got 13 minutes left before I can even start eating. Like, it's so, I won't say embarrassing, but it's just like, Dios mío, like, come on. You get full of fast. This could be a pro for some people. It's a kind of for me. It's a both. It's a both for me. I'm glad that I get fuller faster because I don't need to be eating a bunch of food anyway. But it's a con, cause sometimes, not a con, but just sometimes you hungry. So the thing with this surgery is you so hungry and your mind is still hungry. Your mind still want to eat a whole, I don't know about y'all, but I could eat a large pizza by myself, like Pizza Hut, okay? Your mind still think that you can eat that large, but your stomach, you can't even eat pizza. I ain't even going to use that example. I ain't even going to get y'all hopes up. Just cancel pizza for at least 5-6 months after your surgery. Cancel the whole thing. Let's say chicken wings, because you can have that. Even though it's fried and you shouldn't have fried food, it's chicken and it's better than pizza. So maybe you can eat 24 wings. You might eat 2 wings and your stomach hurt and you full, and because it's fried and it's like battered and shit, it's gonna get stuck because that's fried chicken wings. I'm thinking like Buffalo Wild Wings, some stuff like that, like the good wings, it's gonna get stuck because you ain't supposed to have that. Nah, your mind like, nah, we ain't done, like what? But your stomach like, nah, cuz we done here. Ain't nothing left to say, we done here. And that is my hardest thing. What is it called when you big-eyed? Is that what it's called, being big-eyed? That's you. Your brain is still gonna want to eat how you used to eat. And I don't know how people was like, they not hungry and they forget to eat. I'm the opposite. I want to eat all day, but I literally can't, or I will be throwing up. And it sucks because I feel like I'm always hungry and I can't eat. So just be ready for that. You get fuller faster and you want to eat and you cook all this stuff and you think you about to eat it and you might have 2 bites and your stomach be like, all right, tapping out, like we done, we good now, we got what we needed, for real. So yeah. You throw up more. I've thrown up so much. I'm going past 3 months post-op, and yeah, I always have to take nausea pills. And I don't know what I'm doing, because now I'm getting to a point where I'm not even throwing up because I'm eating bad food. I'm eating foods that I can eat, but they're just not settling. Like sometimes they settle and sometimes they don't. It's almost like being pregnant, like having morning sickness or just having food sickness. You don't know when it's gonna come. You don't know if it's gonna be a good day or a bad day. And yeah, so sometimes I'm eating the stuff that I can eat and my stomach like, nah, we don't want this today. Or if you overeat, like, I make this shrimp. I make this mean shrimp, y'all. I'm a seafood person. I'm from Louisiana. I make this mean shrimp with the real shrimp that be like that big. And I know I could only have 2 of them. But they were so good. I ate all 5 of them. 2 minutes later, I'm bent over the toilet and all of it's coming out. So yeah, like, it's when food good and you want to keep eating, you're going to throw it up. If you full and your stomach full and you eat past that line, you're going to throw it up. Or if you're eating stuff you're not supposed to have, like bread don't sit right, you're going to throw it up. Fried food, French fries, fried chicken, it's not gonna sit right, you're gonna throw it up. And even if you don't throw it up, it's like, I have the throw it up thing, but you might have the it's just uncomfortable. And that's even worse, because at least mine is coming out. When you eat something bad and it's uncomfortable, that should stay there. It's almost like I can breathe, like, but it's like you can't breathe, like something is stuck there and you can feel it literally just stuck. No bueno. You can't drink fast. Y'all know, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, want some water and you just chugging it, or just any time of the day you just really thirsty and you just want to go. Like, nah. That's why I feel like that's why they tell us we can't drink with straws. I never understood why until I started drinking with a straw, because I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, I'm drinking this hella fast. Okay, I understand now. Like, you cannot drink with a straw for that reason, because you just want to. And yeah, Let me tell you, whenever you drink something, first of all, whenever you drink something, take a sip, you feel that whole thing travel all the way down your body. And if you have had this surgery, y'all know what I'm talking about. That thing just travel all the way down your body. And you can't take your next sip until it's reached wherever it's going. If you do, it's gonna hurt. The thing that help you be able to drink, for me, to process my food is when I burp. So sometimes I'll make myself burp just so that it'll digest. But don't be afraid to burp. You're going to be burping all the rest of your life now. And a lot of times you don't even do it. It just come out. Like all the time I'm just chilling. And then all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, fuck, shit, you know, because you didn't burp and you didn't mean to burp. You didn't even know you was about to burp, but your body was ready to burp and the burp just came out. So yeah, but you can't drink fast. You cannot gulp nothing. Like you have to take sips and you have to let that sip go, like each one, like, is annoying, especially when you hella thirsty, but you signed up for this. You can't eat bread. We already went through that. It gets stuck, sis. Don't even play with it. You can't have green vegetables. You can, and I mean, like, maybe if you mush them up, but like I love broccoli. I be eating asparagus, cabbage. Like I love vegetables, but especially the leafy green ones or just the green ones, period. I had some broccoli that was stuck like I ate some bread. Then I had to Google it, and they was like, broccoli is one of the most highest vegetables that don't digest fast. And I'm like, why? I love broccoli. That's all I eat. I can eat broccoli every single day. Broccoli and shrimp, that's my stuff. But I can't eat broccoli no more. Sometimes I'll be having broccoli cheddar soup, and even with that, I gotta be careful. I gotta chew the broccoli up real small. But just like eating, like grilling you some broccoli up, sauteing you some broccoli, and you think you're about to have a nice healthy snack, think again, sis, because it ain't gonna digest. Like, I don't know why the VSG guys have hated us, but no, I'm joking. But for real though, the vegetables hard to digest. Not all of them, but look it up before you eat a vegetable. Look it up and see how easy it is to digest, because I'm telling you, it ain't worth the pain. You can't have that's high in fat. I literally cannot have anything that's more than 3 grams of fat, 6 grams of sugar. You can't think high in fat, you can't have things high in sugar. The sugar I'm cool with, and I didn't adjust it. All my whole fridge and my whole pantry is sugar-free stuff now. But the fat, sometimes with the fat, I be like, oh, let me just close my eye and still eat this. Because, God, who can't eat more than 3 grams of fat? What y'all want me to eat? I can't eat the vegetables. I don't know what they want. I don't... What you really want from it? I don't know what they want. I can't have the fat. I can't have the sugar. The sugar I'm cool with. If I can't have the fat, I can't have more than 3 grams of the fat. What I'm supposed to do? What you want me to eat? Air? Like, that's what they must want me to eat, air. But yeah, you can't have more than 3 grams of fat. I'm gonna tell you now that I do be having more than 3 grams of fat, which is another reason why I haven't lost as much weight as somebody who's actually probably following it responsibly to the T. But that is hard. I'm already not eating a whole lot of stuff and trying to stay within 3 grams of fat. It's just hard sometimes, okay? I mean, I'm not saying I be having like 20 grams of fat, but I probably might have like 8 or something. You have to work out slower. So I'm a person, I like strenuous workouts. I like hard stuff. I'm like, ooh, run. And ooh, y'all saw that muscle flex. I'm like intense, and nah. I can barely do a jumping jack, and I'm past 3 months post-op. I can barely do a jumping jack without my stomach hurting. So I be jogging. It's like everything you have to take slow. So it could be a good thing. Some people might need to slow down. It could be a bad thing, but it's just something to expect. You gotta take shit slow. Even like you gotta take it slow. It literally affects everything. I did not know that this surgery was going to affect every aspect of my life. That's something that I didn't prepare for. I thought I prepared as much as I could as far as what they told me about. But now I'm seeing that it's like having a kid. Like, you can prepare and then you had a kid, and then there's so much stuff that you're like, damn, like I wouldn't prepare for all of this. I have Invisalign now. It affects that. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out. It affects my relationship with my partner. It affects my social life, things that I do. It affected my job. Like literally, this surgery affects every aspect. And I thought it was only gonna affect my health aspect, but it has affected every aspect of my life. And I was not prepared for that. So just be prepared that this surgery is gonna completely change your life. Completely. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying be prepared. Healing took me a couple months. Like some people went to work after 7 days after the surgery. I was still in the hospital. Not 7 days, but 4 days. And I'm supposed to be there like 1 day. I was in there 4 days. And healing took me months. Like I don't know if that's because COVID and my body is trying to fight off a lot of stuff at once while it's trying to heal. So I feel like maybe that kind of have some stuff tied to it. But I didn't just hop back up and start doing normal stuff. Like healing took me months. Okay. Medical leave, that's something to think about. Even though my insurance was covered, I didn't have to pay for insurance. I didn't have to pay for the actual surgery. I had to take a leave of absence from work. I don't know if it's every state, but the way it works out here in Washington, you don't get 100% of what you make at your job. They decide what percentage you get. So I was making like half of what I was making at work. I was having income while I was out of work those 3 months, but it was like half of what I make. So be prepared that you might take a little pay cut for a few months until you can actually go back to your job. Loose skin. So the thing with me is everybody keep asking me to make like a before and after video, but I'm only a little past 3 months post-op. I have lost a lot of weight because I've been losing weight prior to getting the surgery. I am over 3 months post-op, and but I started at 320 plus pounds. After I weighed 320 pounds, I stopped getting on the scale. So that's why I say plus, because I know it was more, but I don't know what number precisely. That's just when I stopped. And prior to getting the surgery, my first consultation was in December. I weighed 280, and then the 6 months, and then I got my surgery July 21st. Then I think I was like 244. So I lost weight, and not because the doctors told me to. People be asking that too. I know some people who are heavier set the doctor requires them to lose a certain amount before they can get the surgery. That wasn't my case. I moved to a new city. I moved to Seattle. Everything is clean here, hills. I was taking public transportation. So I naturally and I worked out. I worked at a job that's called, I'm a work lead. So I exercised like 10 plus hours a day because my job was strenuous like that. So I naturally just lost all that weight prior to getting the surgery. And then I got this surgery, and it's just like been taking it over the edge. So that's why I haven't made a video yet, just because I feel like I can't make it yet. I guess I could, because technically I have lost over 100 plus pounds, but it hasn't only been from VSG. So, but anyway, I've noticed loose skin. As you can see, it's not extremely loose, but I've noticed some loose skin. I have some on my back, and I have some in my thighs. I'll make a separate video on that. But for those, like once I get a gear out, I know I'm probably gonna have a lot of loose skin. I'm gonna have a surgery. Be prepared for that if you can even afford it. That one is not covered. Plastic surgery is not covered. So you're gonna have to save up for that. You're gonna have loose skin, especially losing weight so quickly, so much weight so quickly. It's inevitable. You might have less loose skin, but you're gonna have loose skin. Hair loss. Hair is a big thing for me, not only just being black and it being a huge thing in the community, just me, period. As a person, I love hair, everything about hair, and the fact that I am losing it. I'm trying not to cry right now, but my hair, from what I've researched, I've been losing hair from a protein deficiency. I've been keeping up with my protein intake, but I guess I can do more things like protein treatments in my hair and stuff, or just try to do more than my required dosage. You're required to get 60 to 87 grams of protein every single day, but maybe I can try to bump it to 100 or something. I don't know, but my hair is falling out. It is. I get dizzy and I get lightheaded all the time. Anytime, like say I'm laying in bed and I get up, or like I'm sitting and I go to stand up, I always gotta take a second, because I'm just like, I feel high. Like when I eat an edible, I be high for about 5 seconds, and then I'm like, okay. So You get dizzy, you get lightheaded a lot. Body dysmorphia is real. If you had it before, you're going to have it extra. And if you didn't have it, you might have it. I'm going to make a separate video on that one. I'm going to make a separate video on all this stuff. But body dysmorphia is a real thing. Why am I getting emotional? What? Wait. You are a G. I am a G. I'm getting a little emotional. I'm going to move on. But body dysmorphia is a real thing. Blah blah blah. Dehydration, the same thing, getting lightheaded. If you don't have enough fluids, you don't drink your required fluids, you will get dehydrated. That's real. And I'm anemic. Not only I'm anemic, but after the surgery, it's 3 things that your levels drop on. I don't remember all 3 of them, but your iron is one of them. So the surgery makes your iron levels drop. And my iron levels were already incredibly low. So I was going to have an iron transfusion and everything. But the doctor just wanted to play it by ear. But if you're anemic, imagine being anemic times 10. Like, I'm always cold. Now, it could be hot and I'm freezing. And all the other stuff with being anemic and sleeping and like, so yeah, just be prepared for that. I take extra iron. I have iron in my multivitamin, and I also take iron supplements. I just double up on my iron. So yeah. Okay, I got my Zoom class on. I'm trying to finish this video. Okay, so I forgot I had some other stuff. I watched a few of other people's videos, and I was like trying to see what they were saying and trying to see if I had it. So one thing that I didn't notice I had was bad breath, and it's not like it smelled like poop or it smelled like whatever food I just ate. My partner said it smelled like dried blood. I never smelled it, and I just had surgery. I had blood everywhere going, but she said that it was heavy. Like, my breath always smelled like dry blood. And I have seen a lot of people talking about having bad breath after getting the surgery. So that's something to think about. Acid reflux is something that a lot of people get. I personally didn't have it, but I saw a lot of people get it. That's something to keep in mind. None of my friends left. None of my friends changed up on me. None of my family changed up on me. I saw a lot of people make all kind of videos that they circle changed. They just got a whole new group of friends. Like, their friends was used to them being the big one or the not confident one or whatever. I have amazing friends and family. I'm so grateful for that. I didn't have to go through any of those issues. But keep in mind that's something you may have to go through. I haven't had any negative responses at a restaurant, and I feel like I'm always anticipating it just because I've seen so many videos of people saying that. I'm like, it's gonna happen this time, and I never happen. They're always so pleasant. I always order a kid off the kid menu. They be cool. Like, I haven't had any bad experiences. I haven't had a waiter or waitress be mean to me because I ordered a petite meal and they knew their tip not going to be as large because I tip 15% gratuity. So I haven't experienced that. I've seen a ton of videos of people saying whenever they go out to eat to a restaurant and they don't order as much food, that the waiter or waitresses be mean to them or just kind of like don't really want to cater to that table because they're like, oh, this table not going to give me a big tip, so let me put my energy and my attention somewhere else. I haven't had that experience, gratefully, but that's something that you might have to deal with. There's a lot of people who are not going to understand why you do what you do. And honestly, that's okay. That's not for them, okay? You getting this surgery is strictly for you. It has nothing to do with nobody else. So everybody can have their opinions, and you know what? Let them. That's okay. And they're entitled to that. But you don't have to listen to that. If you don't want to be friends with those people no more, you don't have to. You don't have to stay. Excuse me. If you cut some family members off, listen, family members can be toxic. I'm a big advocate of that. Like, I don't, anybody toxic, I cut everybody off. Like, anybody toxic, I don't have space for it in my life. I don't. So even prior to me getting the surgery, people was like, can't you just work out? Like, not my circle. Like, strangers or people I was like co-workers or like that. Like, not my circle. My circle, we good. But other people was like, can't you just work out? Or why would you get that? You've lost so much weight already. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like, why would you? And honestly, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. You really don't. If you want to get the surgery for whatever your reason is, that is beautiful. You don't have to worry about nobody else. You don't have to answer to nobody else, okay? You do this for you. It's your body and it's your choice. I'm a huge advocate of that. My body, my choice, okay? I don't need to explain anything to anybody. if it's my decision, I'm paying for it, and you know, Edna paying for it, that's between me and Edna. Like, I'm gonna tell her I stepped to the restroom. But yeah, so it's do this for you. People gonna say stuff, let them talk. Remember why you getting it. Don't let them make you waver in your decision. This is a beautiful thing. I know I read a lot of stuff, and even with all that pros that I named, I still, if I could reverse this, I wouldn't. I still would get this surgery 10 times in every other life. If I was born in another life and I had this, like in another life and another life, like forever. Like, I'm so grateful for all that this surgery has done for me. I don't want y'all to be like, ooh, I just want y'all to know, like, life gonna change. But I wouldn't trade this, my experience, everything I've been dealing with, just everything that has came with it, I wouldn't trade that for anything. So I encourage you guys, if y'all are thinking about it, do more research if you need to, but don't let people get in your head. But I love y'all. Be confident, be strong, stay lovely. Y'all are beautiful. You can change stuff about yourself without having to hate yourself. This does not mean that you hate your body or none of that stuff. If you want to improve something, you can. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. But yes, I love you guys so much. Feel free to comment down any specific videos that you would like to see next. And until next time, stay dope. Bye.